live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line.
Let's move on to what number is he?
Cheeto.
45?
I don't care. Cheeto?
Yeah, him.
That. Look, that. That. Yep, that.
Let's move on to the president.
Yeah, that. Mm-hmm. He's not my president, so I can't call him.
Trying to bait Roger Goodell into a discourse about kneeling or protesting during the anthem this upcoming NFL season. At this point, it's like I really, nothing surprises me anymore. And we talked about it last week with Greg Popovich's comments. This guy's just not a leader. Like, even George W. Bush, when the country was in turmoil, had the wherewithal to try to bring everyone together.
Yeah. President Obama did too. I mean, he was being, the level of disrespect he received.
Right.
From politicians who were essentially, he was their boss.
Right.
But he still made every attempt to try to bring it all together.
And I only use George W. Bush because, like, we remember the Kanye quote, George Bush hates black people.
Yeah.
You know. And even if that were true, right? And maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know.
I don't believe it. Him and Michelle Obama, too good of friends.
Yeah. At this point, Trump's so bad that you look back on George W. Bush.
I take him in a, like, oh, you were
George
good
Bush
president.
wasn't even all that bad.
You were a good president. Like, really. Real talk, seriously.
And so, it's the fact that he can't say anything unifying is just, it's so mind-numbing. I he gotta go.
I hope everybody got that by now.
Yeah.
But that is the problem. That is what's going on right now. I believe it was a part of Greg Popovich's statement. He is his rhetoric. No, it's fine. His rhetoric and his attempts right now are to amp up that core group that just will not let it go with him. They just holding on, supporting him with dear life. And so he wants to ramp them up. And so saying things like what he said to Roger Goodell is a part of that. You know, that's his whole goal. And let's be clear, anything that he can ever do to divert from the fact that he is not leading this country, not really. You know, I know it's unfortunate, but I know it was a sigh of relief for him when George Floyd died, because it took everybody's eye off his lack of ability to lead us through COVID.
Yeah.
And so now it's only, you know, the most liberal whites and black people are mad at me now because of this. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you think it's okay to make statements like you did the other day, that he would be smiling down about what's happening for people with jobs. Sir, did you just use this man to try to So
This can't be real. Like it just.
oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed to be an American at times.
Yeah.
I promise you. But yeah, he's this was just another one of his. This is what he's done for 5 years now. He's used what's going on to try to
Rally his base.
incite
Mhm.
people, and so that's what this was. I mean, otherwise it just wouldn't be smart. Like, you just need to be quiet if you don't, you know what I mean, just shut up if you're not going to say anything that makes sense in regards to what's going on right now, because I feel like this Roger Goodell, I appreciate what he said. I do. I'm not dismissing it. I wanted more.
Yeah.
I wanted more, but I'm not going to just say because I wanted him to say more or do more that what he did wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was good.
Right.
It was a start. It was a start.
Well, especially when you consider that, like, usually, because he's the mouthpiece for the owners. He didn't get any owner backing for making these statements.
Oh no, because
This
the
was
boy
something he
hadn't
came
said
out
nothing.
and made. Yeah.
I just read an article where
Jerry?
they talked about it. Yeah, boy, he said mouth been shut. Like, why are you so quiet? You worried about your boy, Cheeto?
Mm-hmm.
If you say something, because if you come out, you're gonna have to. Now you got to pick a side.
Exactly. And he's not going to.
Yeah, he don't want to pick against Cheeto, so I guess he just gonna just be quiet. I guess it's all good.
Because of the amount of emotion, you know, that this is fueling. If he come out on the side of Trump, which is probably why he isn't saying anything, if he come out on the side of the Trump, on the side of Trump, he may alienate 80% of his team.
Yeah, he would. Oh, I'm sure.
You know, and it's unfortunate that I guess it was a couple of years ago. It wasn't last year. I think it was the year before last. That came out and kind of echoed his sentiment on kneeling, which, you know, I feel like black quarterbacks is a tight fraternity, and felt like the other quarterbacks in the league should have been, even if they didn't agree totally, should have been lockstep with Kaepernick on the issue. But he chose his boss, and, you know, I guess that's understandable. Probably doesn't feel so good about it now that his boss ain't treating him the best. But that's for another pod.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh well.
I just think that we need to all collectively ignore Trump. Collectively. Because he's only going to say things more and more ridiculous. It's only going to make us more and more
upset. It just fuels his fire when people get all upset and riled up. That's what he looks for. He's an inciter. He's an instigator, and he loves to get people going about things so that he can then talk about them or berate them or So either way, I'm glad that Roger Goodell hasn't even, I don't believe I've seen anything where he's even responded to him. Like, what is the point? Like, dude, clearly, we're not going to see eye to eye on this one. Yeah. And so Trump is desperate because, what was that? Yesterday I saw he's 12 points down to Biden right now. See, it went up again. It was 12 yesterday.
I looked at it today. He's 14 points down to Biden.
So he's desperate.
Yeah. He's grasping at straws, because unless there's something drastic that changes in the next couple of months, a 14%, like, even if it doesn't show like that at the polls, a double-digit lead going into the polls almost ensures victory.
I mean, but now this is what we had last time.
Well, no, I looked it up today. Hillary was never up double digits.
She wasn't. I thought she was at least 10. Okay.
Now, I think the most she ever made it, I believe, was like 8 or something like that.
Okay. All right. Well, come on, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's make it about 30 or 40 and
Right.
really get this thing popping. Okay.
And then we ain't even got to worry about it.
We ain't got to work. No, that don't mean no. Y'all go out and vote. We
Oh,
don't worry
no.
about it.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I mean, we ain't got to
Mm-mm.
worry about it in the sense of if everybody does their thing at the
Yes,
voting
go
booth,
vote.
and
Yes.
you ain't got to worry about the Cheeto no more.
Right. Gotta just listen. You just understand. Like I don't know. I think I'm gonna throw a party.
Yeah.
If that happens, I am. I'm saying that right now. I don't know where I'll be living because
Yeah.
I don't know that it'll be here in this apartment, but I'm throwing a party.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It needs to be.
Yeah, it's a
something.
party that day. It's a party. Mhm. Yep.
Man.
I gotta look it up. When is November 8th? November 7th is the day we vote, right?
Yeah.
So November 8th is the day of the party. I don't know what day that's on, but we having a party.
It might be at midnight.
November 8th at 12:01 a.m. we will be partying.
I vividly remember you talking about that made me like remember how election night in 2008
Mm-hmm.
I was living in an apartment building in Silver Spring, and we had some other friends who were one of my former teammates who lived in the same apartment complex but just in a different building.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a election night watch party.
Mm-hmm.
And I just vividly remember hearing the sweet sounds of Young Jeezy after it announced that
My president is black.
my Lambo's blue. Oh man, like, and we partied so hard.
Oh my goodness.
And I believe all of us had to go to work the next morning, but we partied so hard
Hey, listen.
that night.
I'm telling you, I believe collectively there will be a party going on collectively. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It'll be just like when Obama became president again. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Lord.
It will. It will. There's no doubt in my mind about that. It will be like that. So
put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.